Hi, this is Dezepticunt of the Norwegian black metal band Nordjevel, and you are listening to The Bloodshed with a Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International.
Dezepticunt, thank you very much for taking time out for this interview, and welcome to the Metal Bloodshed with a Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International.
Thanks for having us.
It's a very pleasure to have you around.
Thanks a lot. It's a pleasure to be on your radio show.
Hailing from Østfold, Nordjevel was formed in 2015. The name of the band is Northern Devil, or Devil from the North. Their lyrics consist of nature, anti-religion, and overall darkness, formed by Dødsadmiral, formerly known as Djevel, vocalist of bands like DOEDSVANGR, ENEPSIGOS, and SVARTELDER. He had to talk with Swedish Fredrik Widigs, known as Marduk drummer, ex-Demonical drummer as well, and then also talk to North of bands like Fatal, Impact, VARDE, and many more about this project, and decided to start making music together. Bass player Dezepticunt joined the band late in 2015 and has become an important asset to this great lineup. How did you joined the band in the late 2015, and as the band bassist, was this because you knew Dødsadmiral or North, or you simply went through an audition?
Well, actually, it was Dødsadmiral who contacted me, and he put together this lineup by himself. And so he just contacted me, so there was no, what can I say, talking about what we wanted to do with the band. And so then we decided that we wanted to work together, and I came into the band mid-autumn, I think it was. Then we started to think about our future and our first concerts and all that stuff, in addition to the release of our first album in January 2016.
Dezepticunt, you was the bass player of the Norwegian black metal band RAGNAROK from 2008 to 2015. And has been part of two albums, Collector of the King in 2010 and Malediction in 2012. How was the time you spent with the band and two albums you released with them? Was you taking part of the process of the album they released in 2016, Psychopathology?
Yes, actually, I'm playing the bass guitar for Psychopathology as well. I did the recording, and I actually quit the band shortly after joining Nordjevel. So I wasn't part of the band when their album was released the following year. So I couldn't focus on being in both, and I wanted to do something new. And Nordjevel was exactly what I wanted to do, and had the right ambitions. We have the same ambitions for the future about touring, playing live, the whole theme of the band and everything. So I was more excited to move on from Ragnarok and continue with Nordjevel, start all over again with a new band.
Nordjevel arrived on the scene immediately, elicited a large amount of interest, not just from fans, but also from labels who were keen to add a band with such a formidable lineup to their roster. And since the early days of the band, they managed to sign with the French record label Osmose Production. How was this deal gone with Osmose Production, Dezepticunt? This deal that you guys signed with them for the album you guys released, the two albums, there's going to be more albums to be released via this record label.
We signed a deal with Osmose for two albums. We also did an EP release in between. But now we are looking for a new label, and we haven't decided yet what we want to do. But we have some offers on the table, so we'll see who gives us the best offer. But it's not only about the money and the offer itself. It's about the cooperation with the band. Yeah, if they can in any way. So we will see what's going to happen. It might be Osmose, it might not. Nothing is decided at this point.
Talking about your debut album, the band has released this album, self-titled Nordjevel, on January 14, 2016 via Osmose Production. On this album, it can be heard the influence of atmospheric and melodic music that is ideally fitted with the whole album and the songs. And it can also be heard this modern black metal sound with the vibe of the old school black metal sound, making this album, a crushing and amazing black metal album. What has this album meant for the band? How was the band received in Norway and Europe and to the whole world with this album? What can you tell us about this album?
The album and the band came from out of nowhere, so we got a lot of attention and nobody knew who the people behind the band were, and we got a lot of attention around the album, good reviews. We started touring quite fast. We did the United States tour, we did some festival jobs, and the feedback has been immense. People really didn't know where we came from, and yeah, so it was kind of like a shock, not only in Norway but like for the whole black metal scene. Yeah, it's been a good process for us.
Listen to all the band's 3 albums so far, especially the self-titled with great songs. I must say, The Shadows of Morbid Hunger, featuring Nagesh on vocals. How was this collaboration with Nagesh, by the way?
Actually, he didn't do anything on that song. He was a part of the songs called Djevel in Wood, and yeah, so and then other song called Norges Sorte Himmel. We wanted just to add something extra to the atmosphere with having one more vocalist. So there wasn't really like a deep meaning behind having him on the album. We just liked his vocal style and we just wanted to add to our music.
You also added one more guest guitarist. Who was this one and on which song?
That was Arkan from 1349, and he did a solo on the last track of the album called Norges Sorte Himmel. So he was only doing a solo for us. So that's the only extra guitar we had on the album.
There is a cover of the legendary American thrash metal band, One and Only Slayer, and the song is called Angel of Death. The cover is an awesome and mind-blowing in every way. A black metal version of the original song. I mean, how come you guys have decided to add this song to the album? Very, very, very well played by you guys.
It actually was written Angel of Death, but we wanted to do a black metal version of it and speed it up a bit and get like a colder atmosphere in the song. Even though fans of Slayer, it was like a tribute to Slayer, but we wanted to do it like in a Nordjevel version.
Very good. I enjoyed it so much. With the addition of new guitarist Noralf in the lineup, Nordjevel have released an EP called Christmas on February 2017. After a well-received debut album in 2016, Krigsmacht had the band expanded their wings even more. The opening title track simply barrels along, a riff led with a solid blasting bass, almost black trash in heaviness and speed, pure killer. Why has the band added a second guitarist, and was the 3 songs specially written for this EP, or were there songs that was left over from the debut album? If not, why only 3 songs?
We had a leftover song from the first album, which we wanted to release, and so we wrote a couple of extra songs because we didn't want time to pass too fast between the 2 albums. We wanted to have something in between, so we made that EP with only 3 songs. And it's mostly just to please the fans, use the material we have, make something new, just to have a stepstone to the next album. It's like a bridge between the albums.
Specially made for this EP.
2 of the songs were specially made for the EP, and one of them was a leftover song from the debut album.
And why has you guys added a second guitarist, Noralf, to the band?
At the time, he was supposed to be live, and he became a live guitar for us. We decided very early that we wanted to play festivals and that kind of thing, so we actually just needed a second guitar player. And Noralf is no longer our live guitar player. It was only for a short period of time.
After a quick break in the autumn of 2017, Widigs left the band to focus on Marduk. Vala of Hammer, ex-Abat, joined on guitar and become a permanent member during the recording process of the band's second album, Nordjevel parted ways with Nord. Besides Fredrik Widigs leaving the band to continue with Marduk after Lars Brodesson parted away with the band, why was the reason the founding member, Nord, has left the band?
First of all, Nord was not a founding member. It's only Dødsadmiral who is the founding member, and he actually added Widigs before he added Nord to the lineup. So it's kind of like Dødsadmiral's creation on his own. Nord had to leave the band because we had different views on how to do our music and how we see the future. So we just decided that we needed to part ways. He wanted to do something different than the rest of the band. It was a natural process that he needed to do his own things in his own end. So we ended the cooperation with Nord.
But you guys still get to see him, talk to him. He comes to the band shows.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem at all. We are friends, and if we play in Norway, he will for sure.
Per Vala, a great, cool guy. We had the chance to talk to him a couple years ago when we interviewed him for Hammer's album at the time. How did you guys got involved with Per?
We were in need of a new live guitar player, and we wanted to add someone that was skilled enough for us. And there aren't that many guitar players in Norway that is as skilled as Vala. So we just called Vala and had a talk. He liked the idea, he likes our music, and he became part of Nordjevel.
Too bad that Vala didn't last too long in the band, and he was replaced by Destructor, Odium ex-Morbid Angel, to say some, who joined as permanent new guitarist together with Dominator, the new drummer, ex-Dark Funeral. It was very impressive to see all these great musicians, one replacing each other. Was this a real easy process for the band? If not, did you recruit these last member, Destructor and Dominator, because you knew them already from one or other bands?
In regards to Vala, he actually never left the band, but he just stepped aside for a while because of his family, and he has a newborn child. So in between, we just added the Destructor to the lineup, and Vala will return this year, and for the next tour we do with Possessed in June. He's actually on the album as well, and he's been writing music on the new album.
Okay, I just talked to him a couple days ago. He told me he's busy too, I think, recording the new album for his band, no?
Yeah, talking about Destructor and Dominator, we didn't know them personally, but we knew of them, so we just contacted them and had a chat about what we wanted to do with the band, and we got Destructor doing a tour with us last summer with Hate, and after the tour he decided that he wanted to be a permanent member with us, and we are happy to have him. And then we added our new drummer, Dominator, and we went straight to the studio to start recording the new album.
With the addition of Destructor and Dominator to the band's lineup, Nordjevel has never been so strong. Necrogenesis is much darker and violent album. Talking about the new album, it's also more varied, major both musically and lyrically. Nordjevel has become unstoppable force. The band's second full-length album, Necrogenesis, was released on March 29, 2019. Again, via French record label Osmose Production. Album launcher, Sunset Glow, is a boisterous and diabolical black metal opus carried with frenetic and demonic vocalization of Dødsadmiral. The bands open on a very high and destructive note that built up on menacing guitar riffs and excellent pacing drums. I must say, what a great album. I must congratulate you guys with this great new album. Once again, Dezepticunt. Would you like to present us the tracking list and the concept of this album, please?
The concept of the album is more like a war theme combined with, what can I say? It's Necrogenesis is about the birth of death, as you can see on the front cover. So there's a lot of symbolism that people can think what they want, and there's a deeper meaning behind it. And we want people to, use their own thoughts, find out what we want to do, what we want to say. And we're not going to talk too much about the lyrics because we don't want to release the lyrics. But mainly the theme is about, death, the birth of death, and war.
To give fans a taste of what any can expect from this album, Necrogenesis, Nordjevel has released a video for the opening track, Sunset's Glow, on January 15th for track, and also for the track Aim on Horse on March 1st, and a brand new one on April 6th for the song Devilry. Could you explain the context of this video and where and when the band filmed them and did you enjoy working with Osmose Production?
Yeah, the first video we did, it was more like a live video that we recorded from a festival in Sweden just before Christmas last year. And then we had Osmose Productions making a small video for us. Just added the war theme, which obviously Sunset Glow is all about. And for the Aim on Horse video, we went to Poland with Group of 13. With the second video we did with Group of 13 is Devilry. We did not participate in the second video with Devilry. It was only actors from Group of 13 team who did that.
Strong,
recording at the Velvet Recording in By the Berg, Norway. Necrogenesis was engineered by Nordjevel and Chris Krug, and mix and master by Patrick Dakiris at WSL Studio in France. How long was the band busy with the songwriting and composition? And was this done by the whole band?
The whole process of recording this album was very long. I think we spent almost 4 months from we started until we had the finished product. We had some songs before we went to the studio, but we were not sure what to do and which direction we wanted to take. But during the recording process, we actually scrapped a couple of songs, I think 3, and then we just wrote new songs in the studio.
Okay.
We had Destructor, and he wanted to write songs with us, obviously, and we wanted him to be a part of the band, a part of the new album. So we just scrapped some songs and we just started all over again. And yeah, we're quite happy we did, because this is the result that we have. We are pretty happy with Necrogenesis all over.
Recorded at the Velvet Studio in Norway, you guys returned to WSL Studio in France for the mix and master, as you did with the debut album. How was it gone with Cruz Krog and Patrick at this time?
We were very satisfied with the job he did for the first album, so we wanted him to do the second album for us as well. He really made a good mix for us. He made a good job of making the music stand out, the guitars standing out, so everything is like bright and clear and you can hear everything that is happening, which is pretty difficult when you're working at this speed as we do. Some of our songs are like 280 BPM, 283 BPM, so it's pretty fast. And yeah, if you're not a good sound engineer, then everything is just going to be like a total mess. So that's why we wanted to use Patrick. He knew what we wanted, and he could like fulfill our expectations.
Nordjevel, the band's second full-length album, Necrogenesis, was released on March 29, 2019, again via the French record label Osmose Production, with the artwork layout by Vincent Fouquet of Above Chaos. How was everything going with the support and deal received for your second full-length album? Yeah, just a couple weeks after its worldwide release. How are things going so far?
Things are going very well for us, and the album has got a lot of good reviews everywhere. And yeah, the media is all over us. People are talking about us. So yeah, people are, we finally have a new quality band from Norway. It has been a very long time since we had something of this quality coming out of Norway. So we are very, very pleased about it, and people are happy about hearing something like this coming from Norway again.
So you guys feel that the promotion, what these people are doing is very good, talking about Osmose Production, the support that you get from them?
Yeah, the support has been great.
Outstanding album artwork and layout, which we couldn't expect less coming from the genius of Vincent Fouquet from Above Chaos. Is the band's first work done with Fouquet, or was previous album cover being done by him as well?
This is the first time we work with Vincent from Above Chaos. He did not do the artwork first album. That was a designer called Chaos the Dictator. Yeah, we basically had an idea, a theme for what we wanted to do with the album lyrically, and we sent him our ideas, and he made a cover for us, and then found out exactly what we wanted, and then he kind of portrayed exactly what we wanted with Necrogenesis on the front cover. Very happy about how it turned out in the end.
Very impressive artwork, and eye-catchy, I must say, at the very first time when you see this cover.
Yeah, it might be a provocative cover for some people, and it's supposed to be.
Talking about the band's shows and concerts that have coming, Dezepticunt, the band has been destroying stage with raving black metal assault in the last couple of years. Yes, I was looking forward to read all these stuff about the bands in order to get to meet you today, and I'm very happy and satisfied to have the chance to talk to you and to be able to follow the band so closely. And I know you guys, like I said in the first beginning of this interview, that you guys must be very happy. One time, I mean, your album is out, but you must be very tired because you've been doing such a long tour. They started this month. You guys been coming from different cities of Europe, started in Ludwigsburg in Germany. That was April 4th, up to now in Mannheim, if I'm not wrong, last night. So you've been doing back-to-back tours, a lot of work. You travel through all these cities, country, without getting so much rest. I know it's very stressful, but one thing I'm sure that you guys are very satisfied. And you hitting the road alongside with Suffocation, Belfagor, and Goditron, our friends from the Netherlands. And I follow Goditron as well. The guys are having hell of a fucking fun touring with you guys. How was all these shows are going so far through all these cities, countries? What can the fans expect for the upcoming days? And how was the shows, especially in the Netherlands, where I'm from? Was your first show in this great country in the Netherlands?
We had 3 shows in Netherlands. That was our first time. Actually, it was not the first time. We had a gig last year at the festival. But it was good to come back. We have some friends there. We have fans there. The audience is great. The stages we played on are great. And we also played in Rotterdam at a famous legendary place called Marduk.
Okay.
Yeah, and the tour is going great. We have a lot of people coming to our concerts. It's almost sold out every night, and which is good for us. We are on tour to promote our album, and this is exactly what we need. This is what we want.
I'm very happy to hear that the shows are sold out and that you guys are having a great time with the band, especially. How is the atmosphere together with Suffocation, Belfagor, and Goditron?
The atmosphere on the tour is great. We didn't know Suffocation from before, but they are very easygoing guys, very professional, and there's no problems at all. And I know Belfagor from before, and everything is just, we're having a good time. We're partying, supporting each other, watching each other, and it's a good tour, all in all.
More shows that the band has booked already. June 14, that Traffic live in Rome, and especially I'm gonna talk about this great festival. I've been there a couple times in Jaromír in Czech Republic. Might see you guys there if we return there after Wacken to Brutal Assault in Czech Republic. So I hope I can be back there and to see you guys live. What do you guys expect? How do you feel, to be at this great festival, and what can the fans expect there, for what you guys gonna present at Brutal Assault this year?
Yeah, we have some plans for Brutal Assault. We're also going to perform at Wacken Open Air this year.
Wow,
and
that's going to be great. I didn't really go through the Wacken Festival lineup so deep, and it's very great to hear that you guys are going to be at the Wacken as well, since we're going to be there for their 30th celebration. So we'll probably meet you in the VIP area or when you guys play live.
Absolutely. Then you have to let us know, and we'll meet up, and you can tell us what you think about our show.
Okay,
and I'm not going to give too many details just yet for what we have planned, but there will for sure be a lot of flames and pyro.
Very good. Okay, with Necrogenesis, they unleash 47 of intensive music that puts them on the level of bands like Naglfar, Old Man's Child, Marduk, 1349, Immortal, and for sure with any top dark funeral. With voices, intensity, and knack for melody, this Norwegian band sophomore release is very fine and highly stylistic, blowing past any expectation. So you must have this album in your collection. Okay, before we leave, and my last question, Dezepticunt Necrogenesis, here's the store, the street, last March 29. This album was released as a CD jewel case, limited edition, a CD digipack with a bonus track, a limited edition double gatefold vinyl in blood red with bonus track, a limited edition double gatefold vinyl in black with bonus track, and digital and limited audio tape format. Especially for fans that did not get to buy this great masterpieces yet, are there gonna be more of these CD and vinyl printed if they run out?
Yes, for sure. If we sell out, what we have in stock, we will definitely have to reprint. So everybody who wants the album is going to get the album, I can promise.
Okay, and for those who want to buy merchandise, where should they go to?
We will have our new websites up and running when we come back from tour. There, everybody can buy our merch.
Yes, without any more question left, I think we covered the whole band's career and albums. I want to say thank you very much, Dezepticunt, for making this interview possible. And I know it has been very, very busy for you to get in touch with me or for me to get in touch with you, but we made it. I'm very happy for, and I want to thank you very much. And I want to hand you over the microphone of Madam Messiah Radio for you to invite all your fans to support the band, to buy your earlier albums and to buy merchandises and attend the concert, the shows you guys are been doing. And for the shows that are coming, especially for those who are going to these great festivals, Brutal Assault and Wacken Open Air. Yes, you guys are going to see this great band there. I'm going to see them there. So I'm very happy to hear this, that they're going to be at the Wacken Festival as well. Thank you very much, Dezepticunt. Say hello to Dødsadmiral for me. Say hello to Dominator and Destruction as well. Yes, the microphone of Madam Messiah Radio is all yours.
Thanks a lot for having us on your show. And we just want to say thanks to all the fans that are supporting, buying our merch, buying our CDs, supporting us, coming to our shows. Thanks a lot.
Okay, once again, all the best with the shows, with the concert, with the festival you have coming up. And like I always say, Madelon. Bye-bye, Dezepticunt.
Okay, bye-bye. Take care.